Hi there, our highly valued, treasured and esteemed viewers and listeners. And welcome back to your channel of choice. This video I'm about to present was compiled by our senior colleague, Dr. Nath Arua, a clinical pharmacist by training and profession who is the founder of Progressive Pharmacotherapy Consultants, the premier virtual clinical pharmacy institute for capacity building for healthcare workers. The Virtual Clinical Pharmacy Institute with a difference, where patient safety, medication therapy management and optimal clinical outcomes are very crucial and non-negotiable to us. Here, we seek to remain your premier source of crucial tips for high-impact pharmacotherapy services. So, on behalf of Nath Arua and the Institute, I humbly urge you all to sit back and spare me part of your very precious time to share with you very useful tips which may prove very, very handy in your line of duty. I now welcome you all to part 140 of our Pharmacotherapy MCQ series, which majors in infectious diseases. And the first question reads, KOL, a 69-year-old male patient is rushed to your accident and emergency department after being involved in a road traffic accident. Some of his vital signs include altered mental status. He is intubated prior to admission. On day 3, the following are reported: new onset rigors and fevers, increased sputum and worsening oxygenation. A vasopressor, norepinephrine, is initiated. The following empiric antibiotics are used in his therapy: linezolid 600 mg IV twice daily, cefepime 2 grams IV thrice daily, amikacin 1200 mg stat. So my question to you is, with which of the following would you identify Enterobacter chloroquine the quickest in KOL's case from time of blood culture? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. Would it be A, Vitec2, or B, PNA fish, or C, biofire film array blood culture? Or would it be D, MALDI-TOFMS? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is C, biofire film array blood culture. Film array can identify species within 1 hour of positive blood culture and includes identification of Enterobacter species. PNA fish is similarly rapid, though does not identify Enterobacter species. MALDI-TOF would be third, as it requires growth from culture, though the test itself can take as little as 15 minutes per isolate. Vitec2 and commercial systems are a distant last. And the next question reads, KOL samples, that is blood and bronchoalveolar lavage, grow gram-negative rods. The primary physician discontinues linezolid. Verigene results are as follows. The blood culture grew Enterobacter chloroquine complex as the pathogen. OXA48 and CTXM detected. Following the detection of OXA48 and CTXM15, to which of the following antimicrobial therapies is the pathogen most likely to exhibit in vitro susceptibility? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. Is it A, imipenem cilastatin, or B, cefepime, or C, ceftazidime avibactam? Or is it D, meropenem vabibactam? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is C, ceftazidime avibactam. OXA48 can cause carbapenem resistance and is not inhibited by vabibactam. CTXM is an ESBL that may cause cefepime resistance. Therefore, ceftazidime avibactam is most likely to exhibit in vitro susceptibility. Kindly advance to the next question, please. And the next question reads, which of the Coxiella-Burnetti antigen testing results titers listed below would you consider major Duke criteria? Would it be A. 1 to 1024, or B. 1 to 512, or C. 1 to 64? Or would it be D. 1 to 4? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is A. 1 to 1024. C. Bernity antibody titers greater than 1 to 800 are considered a major Duke criteria per the most recent guidelines. Titers of 1 to 512, 1 to 64 and 1 to 4 indicate lower levels of circulating antibody. Which makes answers B to D wrong. Let's progress to the next question please. And the next question reads: which of the methodologies listed below is considered the gold standard for minimum inhibitory concentration determination? Is it A. commercial automated systems, or B. broth dilution, or C. Kirby-Bauer disk diffusion? Or is it D. E-test? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is B. broth dilution. Broth dilutions are considered the gold standard. And they can be classified as either microdilution or macrodilution, though microdilution is more commonly used for high-volume experiments. For approval, the other listed methods must prove concordance with broth microdilution. Let's move to the next slide. And the next question reads: which of the following resistance mechanisms is most likely to lead to an increase in carbapenem MICs with regard to Pseudomonas aeruginosa without affecting cefepime or ceftazidime? Is it A. AMP, C. overexpression, or B. OPER, D. downregulation, C. MEX, XY upregulation? Or is it D. OXA10 production? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is B. OPER, D. downregulation. OPER, D is a porin that can inhibit carbapenem entrance into the periplasmic space, leading to increased MICs. OXA10 is a class D beta-lactamase that affects primarily cephalosporins. MEX, XY is an efflux pump that increases cefepime MICs but has limited effect on carbapenems. AMP-C overexpression would increase ceftazidime MICs. Kindly advance to the next slide. And the next question reads: which of the antibiotics listed below do Staphylococcus aureus isolates harboring the B, L, A, Z gene exhibit an in vitro inoculum effect to? Is it A. clindamycin, or B. vancomycin, or C. cefazolin? Or is it D. oxacillin? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is C. cefazolin. B, L, A, Z encodes a beta-lactamase that has been associated with an inoculum effect, i.e. it increases in MIC with higher studied inocular to cefazolin but not with anti-staphylococcal penicillins. Vancomycin and clindamycin susceptibility are not affected by beta-lactamase production. Let's move to the next question please. And the next question reads: with which of the following tests would you most reliably detect OXA48? Would it be A. film array gram-negative blood panel, or B. MCIM, or C. CARBA-NP? Or is it D. modified Hodge test? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is B. MCIM, which is able to detect OXA48 production. Modified Hodge test had greatest sensitivity for KPC type and is not reliable for OXA48 detection. CARBA-N-key is unreliable for OXA48. FilmArray does not test for OXA type enzymes. Let's advance to the next slide, please. And now, pause the video and closely scrutinize the graph in this slide. The next question reads, which of the statements listed below is true regarding the following time-kill figure? Is it A. The combination of drugs B plus C is synergistic? Or B. The combination of drugs A plus B is synergistic? Or C. Drug B is bactericidal at 24 hours? Or is it D. Drug A is bactericidal at 24 hours? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is A. The combination of drugs B plus C is synergistic. Synergy is greater than 2 log 10 cf, U per milliliter kill greater than most active drug. A plus B is not synergistic as the most active drug, i.e., drug A has a bacterial count of less than 8 log 10 cf U per milliliter at 24 hours. And the combination results in less than 2 log 10 cf U per milliliter. Only drug C alone is bactericidal as monotherapy more than 2 log 10 cf U per milliliter kill from baseline, which was 7.5. Kindly advance to the next slide. And the next question reads, considering the graph below, what is the lowest dose that achieves adequate target attainment for an organism with an MIC of 2 mg per liter? Feel free to pause the video and carefully scrutinize the graph before attempting to answer this question. Is it A. 300 mg once daily? Or B. 200 mg once daily? Or C. 150 mg once daily? Or is it D. 100 mg once daily? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is A. 300 mg once daily. A probability of target attainment greater than 90% is considered adequate dosing for a particular MIC. At an MIC of 2 mg per liter, only a dose of 300 mg every 24 hours achieves a target attainment of greater than 90%. Let's move to the next question, please. And the next question reads, by which of the mechanisms described below does synergy occur between ampicillin and ceftriaxone against E. faecalis? Is it A. Ceftriaxone induces expression of PBP5, the main target of ampicillin? Or B. Ampicillin and ceftriaxone together overwhelm expressed PBPs? Or C. Ampicillin opens the cell wall, allowing ceftriaxone access to PBPs? Or is it D. Ceftriaxone acts as a suicide substrate? I will give you a few seconds to choose the correct answer to this question from the listed options. And the correct answer is B. Ampicillin and ceftriaxone together overwhelm expressed PBPs. Ampicillin and ceftriaxone together affect different PBPs expressed by enterococci, leading to bacterial cell death. Suicide substrates generally refer to enzymatic breakdown, as would be seen with the beta-lactamase. However, this is not a common resistance mechanism to ampicillin in enterococci. Ceftriaxone does not have a known effect on increasing PBP5 production. So there you have it, our highly esteemed viewers and listeners. That brings us to the end of this video. If it benefited you in any way, kindly remember to give it a thumbs up, to like it and to share it widely with your peers. Please leave your comments at the bottom. And if you haven't yet done so, I humbly urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On behalf of my senior colleague, Dr. Nath Arawa, I would like to promise you all that the very, very best is yet to come. Thank you very much for viewing this video. I sincerely appreciate your partnership, continued support and kind collaboration. We look forward to interacting with you in the next video.